Well, good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live with Game 4 of the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League Championship Finals. I know that it's an NFL football Sunday, and probably most of y'all are out there watching football. Pro football for me is about my fourth favorite sport. It's a distant fourth behind baseball, basketball, and my Buckeyes college football. But I will watch the Patriots and the Steelers tonight. That's probably the game of the week. And so I thought before that game started, I'll get in with Game 4 of the finals because this may be the final game of the Epic Basketball League season. The Knicks are up. Excuse me. The Knicks are down 3-0. And as we take it to game 4, they are on the brink of being swept by the Bucks on their way to the inaugural Epic Basketball League Championship. So let's take you to the court and give you an update on tonight's starting lineups. The starting lineups will be the same as what we have seen in the previous matchups. For the Bucks, it will be Oscar Robertson and John McLaughlin in the backcourt. Bobby Dandridge, who was a stellar performer with 26 points in Game 3, is your small forward. Greg Smith is a very steady contributor as the power forward. And of course, the big man, the MVP, Lou Alcindor, is in the middle. Alcindor came on strong for a 28-point performance in Game 3. But it was really Dandridge who helped the Bucks take control of that game from the outset in Game 2 and in Game 3, and of course it was the Knicks with several scoring droughts between the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter. The Knicks went scoreless for over 9 minutes, and they never recovered after that. As the Bucks defense inside, and Alcindor had 6 or 7 block shots in that game, and the Knicks never recovered. So we're back at Madison Square Garden, and the Knicks have their usual starting 5, Frazier and Barnett in the backcourt. Bill Bradley showed some signs of life in Game 3 for New York, but between Barnett and Bradley, they really need to get somebody in there scoring. DeBusschere is the power forward. Willis Reed is the superstar center for the Knicks. But Reed is only going to be able to do so much against Alcindor inside. So somebody else from the Knicks is going to have to step it up tonight if New York is going to force a Game 5 and send the series back to Milwaukee with any chance whatsoever of the Knicks coming back in this series. Maybe this will turn into a Red Sox-Yankees series where the Knicks go down 3-0 and come roaring back from the brink of elimination. I would be surprised if it worked out that way. So let's go ahead and take you to tonight's tip-off of the New York Knicks versus the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 4 of the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League Finals. And here we go. The tip-off is controlled by Milwaukee, and it's Oscar Robertson coming down to set the offense. And immediately he is going to go inside to Lou Alcindor, working against Reed, probing the defense. Alcindor with the pump fake. The sky hook is off the rim, no good. And the rebound will be taken by DeBusschere. So Alcindor misses his first sky hook of the evening, and let's see what the Knicks can do on offense. They're going to look inside to Willis Reed. Reed working in against Alcindor. Fakes, turns around, short jump shots up and good. So a good start here for Willis Reed, and the Knicks are up 2-0. As Milwaukee comes back on offense, moving from right to left on your computer screen. Robertson calls a play. He's going to look inside to Bobby Dandridge. Dandridge comes off the screen. He's got Frazier on the mismatch. Dandridge short jump shot from inside is good. Give the assist to Robertson on that play, and we're tied at 2. Back on the other end, New York's got Reed open inside. He comes off the screen, has the mismatch against McLaughlin. Can they get it down to him down low? They kick it outside to Barnett. Barnett attacks the rim, and his finger roll is up and good. Nice play by Barnett on the give and go from DeBusschere. Back comes Milwaukee. They pound it to Alcindor. Reed closes in on him. Alcindor's turnaround jump shot won't go. He's 0 for 2. Rebound is taken by Bobby Dandridge, cleaning the glass offensively. His shot from point-blank range is around the rim, and it falls off. And the rebound is taken by McLaughlin. He passes it back out on top for a fresh 24 for Milwaukee, looking to tie this game. What are the Bucks going to do? They dump it down inside again to Alcindor. They want to get him going. They can't find him. He kicks it back out to Dandridge. Mid-range jump shot from Dandridge is no good, and Willis Reed takes the rebound. So Alcindor is struggling to get started. Knicks have the ball on offense. Frazier tries to get it into Reed. Reed kicks it out to Barnett. Barnett loses it out of bounds. Milwaukee basketball. First turnover of the ball game. Oscar Robertson directing traffic for Milwaukee. Looking to set up the offense. They're going to go inside to Greg Smith. Smith working on DeBusschere on the low post. His short jump shot's good, and we're tied. Back comes New York. Frazier dribbles to his left. Tries to get it out to the wing and loses it out of bounds, and that's another turnover for New York. Knicks have got to take care of the basketball if they're going to keep this one close. Here comes Robertson, looking to put Milwaukee ahead for the first time. They dump it down low to Alcindor, guarded closely by Reed. Reed doing a good job there tonight. Alcindor up and down, travels. Reed forces the turnover, and the ball goes back over to the Knicks. New York setting up the offense. Reed's down low. Alcindor's all over him. They kick it out to Barnett outside. Barnett's going to attack the basket. He's called for the shot clock violation. They couldn't get it off in time. They were trying to look for Reed down inside. Reed could not get open, and by the time they got it around to Barnett, it was too late. Ball goes back to Milwaukee. 9.5 to play, first quarter. Robertson sets the offense. They're going to go to McLaughlin on the wing. McLaughlin pulls the trigger for his first shot of the night. It's no good. And DeBusschere takes another rebound for New York. New York's going to look to Bradley. Bradley on the wing takes it inside. His layup is off the side of the rim, no good. But McLaughlin got him on the arm, and Bill Bradley will go to the line to shoot two. Bradley, reliable free throw shooter, 82% on the NBA season. And his first attempt tonight is good. And the Knicks are back on top. Bradley sets himself and delivers the second to put the Knicks up 6-4. Bucks coming back. Robertson looks to the offense. Swings it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin dumps it down to Alcindor down low. Posting up on DeBusschere this time. He spins to the left. He shoots. He misses again. DeBusschere takes the rebound. Rough start tonight for Alcindor. Scoreless after the first 3 minutes of action. And about 0 for 4 from the field. As the Knicks come back looking to extend the lead. They get it down to DeBusschere down low. He's got Dandridge on his hip. He spins into the lane. He puts up the shot, and he traveled. He spun one too many times, and that's a turnover. Robertson brings the Bucks back. Tries to get it down in low to Alcindor. Alcindor comes off the screen. He's got Barnett on him this time. His turnaround jump shot is around the cylinder and out, but he is fouled on the play by Barnett. Alcindor will shoot two. looking for his first point of the game, and he connects. Maybe that'll be the thing to get him going. Let's see if he can make the second. Second shot is up and good. It was Larry Bird who said that shooters just need to see the ball go through the basket. And when Larry Bird got ready for a game, he said the first thing he would do would be to just come out, get into the lane, and just shoot short jump shots and put the ball through the basket about 4 or 5 times just to get a feel for putting the ball through the basket. And maybe that's what Alcindor needs to get his game going tonight, as he is off to a tough start from the field. But with those 2 free throws, the score is tied as Frazier brings the Knicks back on offense. They look inside to DeBusschere. In the low post against Smith. Short jump shot is too strong. And the rebound is taken by Alcindor. First rebound of the night for the big guy. Milwaukee coming back is going to look inside to Dandridge. His short rainbow shot is good. And the Bucks have their first lead of the ball game. Knicks are going to look now to Reed on the wing. And he hits the baseline jump shot. That's 4 points for Willis Reed. Reed's got some skills on the baseline. He can hit it from 10 to 12 feet away. And if he brings Alcindor out away from the basket, that'll create more opportunities for DeBusschere inside and maybe open up the lane for Barnett. But Alcindor is a devastating rim protector, as he showed in Game 3. Milwaukee now on the attack. We're tied at 8. Robertson's going to call his own number. Take the shot from the foul line extended. It's no good. Robertson draws the contact from Bradley. And that will be a foul on Bradley and a 2-shot opportunity for Oscar Robertson, looking for his first points of the night. Robertson, a very good free throw shooter, 85% on the NBA season, and he delivers the first. Second shot for Robertson, nothing but net. And the Bucks are up 10 to 8. As New York comes back on offense, looking to tie the game. Frazier sends it around to Bradley, down to DeBusschere down low. DeBusschere working against Greg Smith, 15 on the shot clock. He hits the turnaround jump shot, and that's his first basket of the game. We're tied at 10. Back come the Bucks. They get it to McLaughlin on the wing. McLaughlin's got room to operate against Dick Barnett. He pulls the trigger from outside. Oh, and that shot is tipped away and blocked by Reed. Reed came through the screen and got a piece of that one out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Greg Smith to inbound. Dumps it into Alcindor down low. Working on Reed. Backs it in. Skyhook is good. And finally, Alcindor is off the schneid. Bucks lead 12 to 10. 7 minutes to go now, first quarter. New York's going to look inside to Reed. They can't get him. Frazier's forced to pull the trigger himself, and he nails it. And we're tied at 12. Milwaukee coming back with Robertson. Robertson's going to probe into the lane. Drive to the basket, and he's called for the offensive foul. First foul on Oscar Robertson, as Frazier got the best of him on that possession. Ball goes back over to New York, tied at 12. They look inside to DeBusschere on the low post. He's got a good look, and he delivers. That's 4 points for DeBusschere. And all 5 starters have scored for the Knicks. The Knicks lead 14 to 12. As the Bucks bring it back, we're midway now through the first quarter in a very well-played ball game. Alcindor down low. Has it tipped and stolen away by Frazier. Frazier with a collapsing defense picked his pocket. Frazier was first in the NBA in steals in the Epic Basketball League at 3.2 per game, and he gets his first of the night. Frazier sets the offense in transition. Barnett wants it on the wing. He's going to attack the glass. He runs into Alcindor. Barnett with the layup. It's good. Will there be a whistle? Yes. Alcindor is called for the foul. And that is the first on Lou Alcindor. Barnett goes to the free throw line with a chance to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Shot by Barnett is no good, off rim. Robertson takes the rebound. And we're now under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter, and the Knicks lead by 4. Milwaukee wants Dandridge down low. He can score in the paint. He's working against Bradley, but it's poked away and stolen again by Frazier. Walt Frazier getting it done on defense here tonight. In transition, they find Bradley on the wing. Bradley from the outside has it stolen by Robertson. Exchange of steals on those two possessions, and Milwaukee's going to set things up once again. Robertson sends it over to McLaughlin, and McLaughlin drains the rainbow jump shot. And it is 16-14. So now all 10 men in the basketball game have scored. And nobody has more than 4. It's been a balanced attack by both teams. New York back on offense. They get it down low to Bradley. Bradley's got Dandridge all over him. He's going to kick that out to Barnett. Barnett's got Lou Alcindor on the switch. Things are very confusing now on offense for the Knicks as the shot clock runs down. Barnett's going to have to shoot over Alcindor from the corner, and he nails it. I didn't think he was going to be able to get that one off, but somehow he found a way, and he's got 6 points now to lead all scorers. Milwaukee comes back and goes to Alcindor. Good look inside, and he swishes it. Knicks up by 2 with the basketball. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Frazier sends it to Barnett on the wing. Barnett brings it into the lane. Stops and pops, and gets it to go. It's tipped away by Alcindor, but it went through anyways. And Frazier gets the assist. And that is 8 points now for Dick Barnett. Barnett must have been listening to the play-by-play guy in the opening segments, and he has picked up his game tonight, and the Knicks lead by 4. Can the Knicks keep it up, or will Milwaukee lock things down? Robertson has it out on top against Frazier. He threw it behind his intended target, Alcindor, out of bounds to New York. Frazier forces the turnover. Walt definitely making his influence felt here in the first quarter with 2 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, and forcing the turnover on that play. Reed steps out onto the baseline for the Knicks, gets an open look, takes it into the lane where Smith cuts him off. Reed throws it up, no good. Rebound is taken by DeBusschere. DeBusschere works the offensive glass. His turnaround jumper is good. And the Knicks have taken their biggest lead of the ballgame, 22-16, much to the appreciation of the faithful here at Madison Square Garden. We thank those of you who have come out to join us in the chat room this afternoon for Game 4 of the series. Milwaukee leading 3-0 and looking to put this one away and put an end to the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League season. Bucks look inside to Greg Smith. Smith in the low post. Unloads. It spins out. Smith gets his own rebound. Smith tries to tip it up, and he gets it to go. 4 points now for Greg Smith, and the lead is back to 4. Frazier dumps it out to Reed on the baseline. Reed takes Alcindor away from the hoop. His jump shot from the baseline is no good. Bradley grabs the offensive rebound, and he passes it back out to Frazier to reset the offense. Frazier directing traffic. Not much to do here. Reed's got the ball on the post, but he's got a double team on him with Dandridge. He pulls up and shoots anyways. It's around and out. We've got a foul on the rebound, and that is going to go against Greg Smith. Smith with the loose ball foul. That's his first personal. And it'll be one shot for Willis Reed. Reed sets himself. Puts the shot up and good. And the Knicks now lead 23-18. 3 minutes to play, first quarter. Bucks go inside to Alcindor, defended by Reed in the low post. His short jump shot from the lane is good. And that's 8 points for Alcindor. He got off to a slow start, but he's got it going now. And that brings the Bucks back to within 3. New York with the basketball. Frazier takes it into the lane. He gets into the lane for the layup, and he converts. He stepped around Robertson. There was a collision there, but no foul is called. Give the basket to Frazier, and the Knicks go back up 25-20. Robertson doesn't like what he sees. Dumps it down to Alcindor on the baseline. Alcindor's about 14 feet from the hoop. He can't do anything out there, so he's going to pass it back out. No, he can't find anybody to pass it to. He just throws up the jump shot. He can't hit, and that's rebounded by Dick Barnett. Back come the Knicks, looking for their biggest lead of the night. They go to Barnett. Barnett attacks the basket, lays it up nicely, and good. Alcindor was a step late getting over that time, and Barnett made him pay. Barnett is the first man in double digits here tonight with 10 points, and the Knicks are up by 7 with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Milwaukee looks inside to Dandridge. He pump fakes. His short jump shot is good. That's an assist for Oscar Robertson, and that is a 5-assist quarter for Oscar Robertson. We've got our first subs of the game coming in as Jeff Webb and McCoy McLemore enter the court for the Bucks, and the Knicks will counter with Cassie Russell, Phil Jackson, and Stallworth. So all 4 of the superstars are still on the court, but multiple changes in the supporting cast. And New York is going to look right inside to Phil Jackson. His turnaround jump shot is around the rim, no good. Rebound is taken by McLemore. Boy, the Bucks did a nice job of stopping Jackson in Game 3. Knicks really need something from Jackson off the bench. He has been a spark plug for the Knicks coming off the bench, but he was completely shut down in Game 3, and they're going to need more than that in Game 4 if they're going to have success with their second unit. Robertson now has Cassie Russell on him on the switch. He's open from 15, but his shot is no good. Ball's batted around. Physical game inside. Alcindor comes out with the rebound. Alcindor with the putback attempt. No, he turned it over. He had second thoughts about that turnover attempt, thought he had Dandridge open inside, but that pass was errant, and that's a turnover. New York with the basketball, leading by 5. Under a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Knicks with the basketball. Walt Frazier directs traffic. Looks inside again to Phil Jackson. Can Jackson do some work inside? No, it's stolen by Webb. And the Bucks have it in transition, but Webb is going to slow things down and hand the ball to Oscar Robertson. Robertson looks inside to Alcindor. Alcindor has the one-hand runner. It is good. And it's a 3-point ball game. Welcome to the chat room, Sean DeMarco. How about you there, Sean? Thanks for stopping by. Looking for sim sports to watch instead of the NFL today. Done with that circus league. Well, how about that? Well, welcome, Sean, and enjoy the ball game. And thanks for stopping by. I'm going to try and get this in before the Patriots and Steelers tonight. I'll probably watch a little Patriots and Steelers. But I'm an odd bird. I love pro basketball, but I love college football. Big Buckeyes fan. I don't watch as much of the pro game, although I do like the hometown Packers. And I'll probably catch some of the ball game tonight. So enjoy the ball game. Yeah, it has been a blowout series so far. Knicks are down 3-0, hoping to extend it to a Game 5. As Walt Frazier sets the offense inside again to Jackson. Jackson working from the small forward position, defended by Dandridge. Dandridge shoots the short jump shot and gets that to fall. First basket of the night for Phil Jackson, a key contributor off the bench for New York. And the Knicks are up 5 as we enter the final minute of play here in the first quarter. Bucks look inside to Alcindor. He's the hot hand. Can they get it to him down low? Reed ties him up, and it's a jump ball. Collapsing defense was effective for the Knicks that time. But Alcindor wins the jump for Milwaukee. The ball goes inside to Dandridge with 5 on the shot clock. Dandridge puts the ball up from point-blank range, and it's blocked by Willis Reed. Nice defense by the Knicks on that possession. Dave Stallworth takes the rebound, and the Knicks have an opportunity to do something here in transition. Frazier's got it with Stallworth on the wing. Frazier tries to set up Stallworth, but his shot is no good, blocked away by Alcindor. That one goes out of bounds to New York. And the Knicks will have it with 22 on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Frazier has it out on top. He's going to drive on Lucius Allen. He misses the layup. Frazier got around Allen, but Alcindor forced him to change the shot. The ball's batted away and taken by Gary Freeman. And the Bucks are going to slow things down and hold on for the final shot of the period. Allen sets the offense. Works it inside to Gary Freeman. Freeman takes it to the glass and gets it to go. Very nice play to end the quarter for Milwaukee, as I don't think the Knicks are going to be able to get a shot off. They get it into Jackson, but the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the first period. Here's your box score for the first period. And as you know, Alcindor with 10 points led Milwaukee, and Barnett led New York with 10. Shooting percentage is much, much better. New York hit 65% for the first period, and that is astonishingly high. They've been struggling to keep it above 35% throughout this series. Frazier had a very solid first period with 4 points and 3 assists, 2 steals. Reed with 5 points on 2 for 5 shooting. And for the Bucks, it was the dynamic duo once again of Alcindor and Dandridge handling the scoring load. And those 5 assists for Oscar Robertson were huge. So we take you to the second period of play. Knicks leading by 3 as the teams prepare for the jump ball to open the quarter. Eddie Mass controls the jump for New York. And the Knicks will set the offense. They've still got Frazier running the point. Cazzie Russell, Phil Jackson, and Dave Stallworth, along with Eddie Mass. So it's Frazier leading the second unit for New York out here against the second unit for Milwaukee, with all the starters on the bench except for Alcindor. Now, in answer to a previous question from Sean, I let the computer control all of the logistics of the game in terms of who starts, who subs. I let everything go on normal defense, and I let the computer essentially run both teams. And all I do is run the offenses based upon who's open and what are the good matchups. You had asked a question on YouTube about double teaming on the defense, and that is an option. Now, if I were the type of replayer who controlled one team and let the other team be entirely on the AI, I might explore that option. But my preference has always been to observe these games as a fan and just kind of let the computer do what the computer does with the background action. The other thing that the computer does funny is that the minutes distribution has always been different from what I would do it, especially for Alcindor. He played the entire first quarter. He'll probably come out with about 8 to 10 minutes to play in the second and sit out basically the entire second period. He's been They've been running Alcindor out for about 32 minutes a game, and they'll send him out for a long stretch and then put him on the bench for a long stretch. That's not the way I would run things, but I'm very happy to sit back and let the computer do what it does and enjoy the action from the fans' perspective. And the only thing I really manage is the shot selection. Speaking of shot selection, Phil Jackson is open inside as New York sets up the offense here in the second. They get it inside to Jackson. He kicks it down to Mast down low. Mast has his hands full against Alcindor, and he's going to try and dump it down to Dave Stallworth. He can't find Stallworth. He tries to lay the ball up himself. It's off the back iron, no good, but Alcindor got him on the arm. And that's going to be 2 shots for Eddie Mast. And that's 2 fouls on Alcindor. So if they can pick up another on Alcindor, that might be good for the Knicks in the long run. Mast, not a good free throw shooter, but he does connect on the first. Second free throw for Mast is good. And the Knicks are back up on top by 5. Milwaukee comes back with Allen running the show. Alcindor is well covered by Mast, denying the ball. They swing it around to Webb, and Webb finally does get it to Alcindor on the low block. Alcindor shoots over Mast, but no, that's kicked away. Milwaukee will keep possession as they try to deny Alcindor from getting the ball in the low post. 8 seconds on the shot clock as Milwaukee prepares to inbound. They've got it inside with McLemore, a little bit undersized at the power forward, but he's working against Stallworth. He's got room to maneuver. He spins around against Stallworth. His short jump shot is blocked away from behind by Eddie Mast. Mast got him from behind. Phil Jackson takes the rebound, and the Knicks have the basketball. Frazier calling a play. Gets it to Cazzie Russell on the outside. Russell steps into the lane. It's cut off by Alcindor. Short jump shot from 8 feet is no good. Mast takes the offensive rebound. Mast attempts the putback, and he gets that one to go. 4 points off the bench now for Eddie Mast to start the second quarter. And the Knicks have their biggest lead of the game, 7 points, 33-26 in favor of the Knicks. The crowd here at Madison Square Garden, hope springs eternal. They're thinking if they can get back to Milwaukee and steal one, it will be Game 6 back in New York and anything can happen. But that's a long ways away. They got to get one win first, says Red Holtzman. Bucks look inside to Alcindor. Can they get it to him against this stingy defense? He backs it in, tries to kick it out to Webb. He threw it away. And the Knicks have the basketball. They are collapsing on Lou Alcindor, and he has not been able to find a way to make that work as he turns it over again. And the Knicks have the chance to extend the lead. Alcindor has Mast defended on the low post. Frazier's got it out top. He resets the offense, and they get it to Stallworth on the baseline. 15 on the shot clock. Stallworth looking for help. Can't find help. He shoots the jump shot. It's no good. But he is fouled on the play by McLemore, and that'll be 2 shots for Dave Stallworth. Stallworth, a good offensive threat on the low post. He is a 4th-year guy out of Wichita State University and a 74% free throw shooter for the NBA season as he delivers the first for his first point of the night. Stallworth sets himself for the second shot, and it's good. And the Knicks have the lead by 9. Just very quietly effective are the Knicks here tonight, as the Bucks are still trying to force the ball down into Alcindor. He gets it on the lob from McLemore, and he gets that one through the net over Eddie Mast, and he pumps his fist as he runs down the floor, as it has been a frustrating night thus far for the big man out of UCLA. Knicks with the basketball, still leading by 7. As Frazier brings the second unit down the court. Frazier's going to take this one himself from the top of the key. It's no good. McLemore takes the rebound. He gets it out to Allen in transition, and Allen's going to slow things down and let the Bucks set up their offense. In this case, their offense is the one and only Lou Alcindor inside. They dump it down to him. His short jump shot is no good. But somebody got him on the arm, and that whistle is going to go against Walt Frazier. So it'll be Alcindor to the line to shoot two, as the Bucks try to eat into a 7-point deficit. Alcindor hits the first, gets some encouragement from Jeff Webb, and delivers the second. 14 now for Lou Alcindor. He leads all scorers. But the Knicks still have a 5-point lead as they come back to the offense. Frazier, guarded by Allen, sends it over to Cazzie Russell. Russell squaring off against Jeff Webb. Russell's going to pull the trigger from the perimeter. His jump shot is no good. Ball's batted around and taken by Phil Jackson. Jackson tries to put it back up. It's knocked away by McLemore and stolen. Lots of scrappy play under the basket that time, and the Bucks come out with the basketball. They've got McLemore free on the baseline. His jump shot from the corner is good, and the lead has been cut to 3. Whatever the Bucks can get out of this second unit is gravy for Milwaukee. That second unit struggled against Atlanta in the semifinals, and the Hawks were able to exploit that, steal a couple of wins. Here's Frazier with a jump shot. It's no good. Alcindor takes the rebound, and Milwaukee will bring it back up slowly. Can they cut the lead to 1? They've got it down low to McLemore. McLemore trying to post up against Stallworth. His short jump shot's no good. Stallworth made him change the shot. Cazzie Russell takes the rebound, and Frazier's going to lead the Knicks back in transition. Knicks have the numbers. Frazier dumps it to Russell on the wing. Russell misses the layup. But there's a whistle on the play, and that foul is going to be charged to Jeff Webb. And it will be a 2-shot opportunity for Cazzie Russell. Russell, a popular player out of the University of Michigan in his 5th season. 77% free throw shooter. He connects on the first. And that's his first point of the night. Cazzie puts up the second and connects. And the Knicks go back up on top by 5. 4-point swing for Milwaukee. They were looking to go to pull within 1, and they missed the shot and got the foul on the transition break, and the Knicks are back up on top now by 5. They've got McLemore on the wing. He's hit 1 from out there already. His shot from the baseline this time is up, and it's good. 4 points for McCoy McLemore. Bucks back within 3. Veteran McLemore, 7 years out of Drake University. And a versatile player. He can play the small forward or the power forward. And as the power forward that time, he was able to step away and hit from the baseline. Frazier brings the Knicks back. Once again, he calls his own number. His jump shot from the free throw line is no good. McLemore takes the rebound. And it's going to be Lucius Allen running the floor in transition. He gets the pass from Webb. His layup circles around the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Phil Jackson. And that'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Lucius Allen. Allen, a 70% free throw shooter. His first shot is no good. Getting some encouragement from Gary Freeman as New York brings the first unit back onto the floor. Frazier will get his first rest of the night. Mike Reardon will run the point for New York. Barnett, Bradley, and Reed all come back into the game. Alcindor still has not had his first rest of the game, and he's starting to hold on to the bottoms of his shorts, and that's a sign that he's showing some fatigue. Allen hits the second free throw, and the lead now is 2 for New York as they come back the other way. Reed wants it on the baseline. Steps away from Alcindor, shoots the jump shot, no good. Alcindor takes the rebound. And the Bucks bring it back up slowly. Alcindor's got it on the baseline. Reed forces him out away from the basket. Alcindor's looking for help. Finally, he puts up the jump shot, and he hits it. That's not his shot, but he couldn't find any options on the offensive end and was forced to take the shot, and he hits it to tie the ball game, 37 all. 8:32 to play in the first half. Dick Barnett wants it on the perimeter. Had a very good first quarter. He takes this one into the hole. He's cut off by Alcindor. His pull-up jump shot is no good. And Willis Reed takes the rebound on the offensive glass. Reed tries for the putback. It won't go. And Gary Freeman takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Knicks had 2 shots at it that time. They couldn't deliver. And now the Bucks have the chance to once again take the lead. They get it inside to McLemore. Shot clock running low. Jump shot from in close won't fall. And the rebound goes to Alcindor. Alcindor's going to pass it back out to Allen to reset the offense. Allen looking for help. Has it outside. He forces one up from 15, and it's way short. And that goes out of bounds. And here comes Bob Boozer, the backup center, into the game for Milwaukee, as after 12 plus 4.5, 16 minutes of action for Alcindor, he's going to get his first rest of the game. Frazier and DeBusschere back into the game for New York, and they've got their starting 5 on the floor. Knicks looking to regain the lead as Frazier works it around the perimeter, down low to DeBusschere inside. DeBusschere looks to dump it off to Reed. Reed gets the pass and flips that up and good. Nice move by Reed, backing down and putting that one in with the left hand. And New York goes back out on top. Boozer has room to operate down low, but Allen can't get it to him. Allen takes the jump shot himself. That's no good. Bradley with the rebound. And New York brings it back, looking to extend that 2-point lead. Barnett's got it on the wing. Covered by Boozer. Wants to get Reed inside. Reed gets it on the low post. His turnaround jump shot's good. No, it's around and out, but tipped back in by Reed. And that's 9 points for Willis Reed, and the Knicks go back on top by 4. Boozer wants the baseline shot. What can he do by taking Reed away from the basket? They get it down to Webb. Webb back to Allen. Allen finds Boozer on the baseline. Boozer tries to get it into McLemore. Terrible pass. Threw it away. Basketball goes to New York. Time for the Knicks to make hay right now while Alcindor is out. Got to. Somebody must have been listening because Oscar Robertson and Bobby Dandridge are back into the game now for Milwaukee. And so that's going to help them on the offensive end, with Alcindor getting a much-deserved rest. 41-37, New York with the lead and the basketball. Frazier dumps it down inside to DeBusschere down low. DeBusschere defended by McLemore. His layup is good. And that puts the Knicks back out on top by 6. Milwaukee with Allen now running the point with Robertson on the wing. Dandridge and McLemore inside and Boozer down low. Allen's going to shuffle it over to Robertson. Robertson from the outside shoots the jump shot. That's off the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Barnett. That is 2 on Barnett, and he is not happy about that whistle. Robertson will get to the line. And he connects on the first. Second shot by Robertson is up and good. And the Bucks are back to within 4. Here's New York coming back with Frazier. Frazier looks to set up DeBusschere inside once again. DeBusschere backs down, not far from the basket. His pump fake gets McLemore into the air, but the shot's no good. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Willis Reed. Nice positioning by Bobby Dandridge to draw that foul. And Dandridge earns himself one shot at the free throw line, and he converts it. The lead's down to 3 now at the midway point of the second quarter. Knicks on top by 3 with the basketball. They look out to Bradley. Bradley on the perimeter. Dances down the lane. Swings it to Frazier outside. Frazier with the jump shot is good. Fancy assist by Bill Bradley. Knicks back on top by 5. Robertson wants it on the wing. Gets the pass from Allen. Drives into the lane. Lays it up off the backboard and good. Robertson's making some noise there from the shooting guard position as they're running this essentially a 2 shooting guard offense with Lucius Allen and Robertson as McLaughlin continues to rest for Milwaukee. New York wants DeBusschere again. He takes the jump shot from in close, no good. Rebound is grabbed by McLemore. Bucks come back in transition. They get it to Robertson on the wing once again. Robertson from the perimeter sets and fires, and he gets it to go. That's as good as a layup, says the announcer. And the Bucks are back to within 1. It's been mostly the Knicks in the lead. They've led by as much as 9, but the Bucks have been able to keep it close. And the Knicks look to hold on to that lead with Frazier navigating the lane, driving to the basket off the pick from DeBusschere. Frazier with the short jump shot over Boozer, and that is blocked. Lucius Allen got him from behind. DeBusschere pulls the offensive rebound. He goes for the putback attempt, and he gets nothing but net. That's 10 for Dave DeBusschere, and that puts New York back on top by 3. Robertson wants the ball on the perimeter. Defended by Barnett. His jump shot is no good. Too strong off the rim. DeBusschere grabs the rebound. And New York has the numbers in transition the other way. Frazier over to Reed with the alley-oop, and it's no good. Tipped in by Dandridge. That's no good. Rebound goes to Robertson. Missed opportunity there for New York as they had a 3-on-1 opportunity and they could not convert. In transition, they go in low to McLemore. His little jump shot over Bradley is good, and the Bucks are back within 1. 4 minutes to play now, second quarter. Knicks holding the basketball and a 47-46 lead. New York wants Reed down low. His layup is off the iron, no good. Reed gets his own rebound. The putback attempt with the left hand is also no good. But he is fouled on the play by Oscar Robertson. That'll be 2 shots for Willis Reed. And he hits the first. Reed, a very good free throw shooter for a big man. Second shot for Reed is good. And the Knicks go back on top by 3. Here come the Bucks, back on offense. They've got Dandridge outside working against Bradley. Bill's off now running the point for Milwaukee. He swings it over to Robertson on the perimeter. Robertson's going to take it himself, defended by Barnett. His jump shot is off the front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, and the little guy Zoff comes out with it and passes it back out on top. They want Dandridge in the paint, posting up against Bradley. Strong move to the basket. His shot is no good. Bradley takes the rebound for New York, and the Knicks have another shot at extending the lead. Frazier running the transition. No place to go with it is Bradley in the lane. Bradley sends it back out to Frazier with 5 on the shot clock. Frazier takes it into the lane. As the shot clock runs down, his little layup is up and good. Frazier beat the shot clock, and the Knicks are back out on top by 5. Clinton Parks, welcome to the chat room. Yes, indeed, sir, you are correct. This was a 20-game regular season, and the Bucks went through that 20-0. Then they swept the first round of the playoffs, and in the semis, they ran into the pesky Atlanta Hawks, and the Hawks extended that one to 5 games, which was the maximum. The Hawks managed 2 wins off of Milwaukee, and those were the only 2 games that the Bucks have lost so far this season. And the Bucks are now up 3-0 on New York in this series, but New York is looking to steal one and send this to a Game 5 back in Milwaukee. Zoff works it around the perimeter. They dump it down inside to Dandridge. He threw it away too high, and that's a turnover. Basketball goes back to the Knicks. Frazier wants Bradley. Directing traffic. Bradley's got it down low. He's going to try and dump it to Willis Reed. The lane's crowded. Reed comes off the pick and roll, and it's stolen by Zoff. Zoff did a good job defending that one, getting into the passing lane and picking up the steal for Milwaukee. Bucks now look to Boozer on the baseline. His first shot of the night is up and good. 51-48, under 2 minutes to play now until halftime. New York looks inside to Reed. Reed kicks it out to Bradley. Bradley with the jump shot from the corner is all net. And the Knicks go back on top by 5. Back and forth we go. The Knicks have had a very steady performance here in the first half and have looked good doing it. Zoff on top looking for a teammate. Finds Boozer on the post. Boozer steps away on the baseline. Takes another baseline jump shot and gets it to go again. Boozer 2 for 2 off the bench. And that's 4 points for the backup center. You're not really going to make a name for yourself backing up Lou Alcindor, but Boozer has come into the game and done a nice job here tonight. New York sets up the offense. They get it down low to DeBusschere with 14 on the shot clock. DeBusschere back to the basket. Spins around, tries the layup, and Dandridge got him on the block shot. Nice defense by Dandridge. Robertson takes the rebound, and Milwaukee comes back the other way. We're into the final minute of the first half now. Zoff covered by Frazier. Looking for the pass, he finds Dandridge on the low block. Dandridge shoots over Bradley, no good. Rebounded by Dandridge, gets his own miss. Can he convert on the putback? No, he misses again. And this time it's Walt Frazier on the rebound. Frazier has the chance to run with it in transition, and he is going to take it to the hoop. He finds Barnett all by himself under the lane, under the basket. And Barnett lays it up and good. 12 points now for Dick Barnett to lead New York. He has stepped it up here tonight, and the Knicks enjoy a 5-point lead. Milwaukee works it down low to Dandridge again. He's their number one option with Alcindor on the bench. Working in the low post. His shot again is up no good. But he is fouled on the play by Dick Barnett. And that'll be 2 shots for Bobby Dandridge. And that is foul number 3 on Barnett. Dandridge hits the first free throw. Second free throw for Dandridge is good. And once again, the lead is 3. New York has it with a 3-point lead. 20 seconds to go in the half. They're going to hold for the final shot. They get it inside to Jackson. Jackson pump fakes. His short jump shot at the buzzer is off the iron, no good, and that is the end of the first half. So let's take a look at the box score. And we see Alcindor is still the big man for Milwaukee. 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting after the slow start. He does have the 4 turnovers to go with 5 rebounds for Milwaukee. Dandridge just had a tough night, 3 for 9 from the field. And the Bucks overall are shooting 49% from the field. New York, this has been by far their best half of basketball. They also managed 49% shooting, way better than they have done in the previous contests. Reed with 11 points, 5 rebounds. DeBusschere with 10.6 rebounds. So a very solid inside game for the Knicks here tonight. Frazier with 8 points and 4 assists. And of course, Dick Barnett with 12 points on 6 of 7 from the field. So the second quarter was played evenly, 26-26, as we get ready for quarter number 3. Action heating up here in Madison Square Garden. And it's heating up so much that the play-by-play guy had to take his sweatshirt off. But now we're ready to return to play here in the second. And it's going to be the starting 5 on the floor for both teams. New York controls the jump ball. Frazier has the basketball on the top of the key. He looks to get around Robertson, but he is called for the offensive foul. Frazier has been called for several offensive fouls trying to attack. I think Robertson's outside defense has been so tough that has forced Frazier into some situations where he has perhaps overplayed his hand. Bucks with the basketball now, and immediately they go down low to Alcindor. Posting up against Reed. Sky hook won't go. Well defended by Reed, rebounded by Bradley. New York on the offense. They get it to Barnett. Barnett thinks about taking it into the lane. Instead, he finds DeBusschere down low. Working inside, his jump shot is good. DeBusschere with a nice inside basket over Greg Smith. And that's 12 for DeBusschere. Knicks back on top by 5. Milwaukee wants to get it to Alcindor. He gets the pass from McLaughlin. Back to Robertson. Back to Alcindor down low, and his short jump shot is good. Very good ball movement by Milwaukee on that possession. And the Knicks now lead by 3. Knicks with the basketball. Reed steps away from the basket. He's going to take the baseline jump shot, and he gets it to go. 13 now for Willis Reed. A very balanced attack for New York. Knicks back on top by 5. Can they continue to trade baskets and maintain the lead in the second half? We'll see. Milwaukee now has McLaughlin open on the left wing. He puts his head down and drives hard to the hoop, and he's called for the offensive foul. Second foul of the night on McLaughlin. And once again, Coach Larry Costello is imploring McLaughlin to shoot the basketball. We saw that same thing happen in Game 3. New York has it now, looking to stretch the lead. Frazier setting it up. He's got Reed on the outside. Swings it around to Bradley. Bradley back over to Frazier. Frazier now working against Bobby Dandridge. 14 on the shot clock. Frazier tries to drive on Dandridge. He's cut off by Smith. Frazier stops in the lane. His shot is forced up, no good. Barnett with the rebound, and he passes it back out for a reset of the 24-second clock. New York wants DeBusschere down low this time. He gets it on the low post. His layup is nice, but off the rim, not nice enough. But he is bodied up on the play and fouled by Oscar Robertson, and that is 3 on Robertson. That will be 2 shots for DeBusschere, as that was a shooting foul. DeBusschere hits the first, and that puts New York on top by 6. Can DeBusschere make it 7? No, he cannot make it 7 as he misses the free throw. Greg Smith takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Milwaukee wants Alcindor. Lays it up from in the lane and good. And that is 20 for Lou Alcindor. That cuts the lead back to 4. New York comes back. Bradley wants it on the perimeter. Working the baseline. Bradley loses it. Gets it back. The jump shot is no good. A little off balance. Willis Reed grabs the offensive rebound. Reed with the 9-foot jump shot. It's good. The lead is now 62-56 for New York. Under 10 to play here in the third quarter. Robertson with it out on top, working against Bradley. Robertson's going to call his own number. His jump shot from the free throw line is good. And that is double digits for Oscar Robertson. New York comes back and looks for Bradley. Bradley on the wing. Gets in trouble with the swarming defense of Bobby Dandridge and is forced to call a timeout. DeBusschere to inbound, looking to Reed on the baseline. Reed from the outside takes it into the lane. His layup is good. He managed to get around Alcindor on that play, and somehow in the middle of the traffic got that shot up and good. And the Knicks are back on top by 6. Milwaukee wants Greg Smith inside. He's open on the low block. They get it to Dandridge, back to Robertson. They finally find Smith inside, defended by DeBusschere, and Smith is able to get that one off glass and good. Nice shot by Greg Smith. That's 6 points for him. Frazier now setting the offense, sends it over to Barnett. Barnett ventures into the lane. He has been attacking aggressively here tonight. Alcindor cuts him off. Barnett forces up the shot, and it is blocked. Alcindor got him. Dandridge with the rebound for Milwaukee, and the Bucks have the basketball. They've got it to Robertson on the top of the key. Robertson tries to lob it into Alcindor. Alcindor grabs the alley-oop, shoots, and scores. That cuts the lead to 2. Back and forth we go. And with 8:39 to play, the Knicks have just a slim 64-62 lead. Robertson comes off the screen from Barnett. Has room for the jump shot over the outstretched arms of Alcindor, but he cannot get it to go. He is fouled on the play by Bobby Dandridge on the help side defense, and Frazier will go to the line to shoot 2. Frazier, very good 78% free throw shooter during the NBA season, and the first shot is good. Second shot for Frazier is also good, and that is no good. Actually rolls around and tapped back in by DeBusschere. So New York gets 3 points off of that possession, and they go back on top by 5. Here's Robertson. Swings it in down low to Smith. Smith has Walt Frazier on his hip on the mismatch. He pump fakes, gets Frazier into the air. His finger roll is off the glass, off the iron, no good. But he is fouled on the play by DeBusschere, and that'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Greg Smith. First shot by Smith is up and good. Smith sets himself for the second shot, and it's good. 8 points now for Greg Smith, and the Knicks lead is 3 as Frazier brings New York back down to the offensive end. They look inside to DeBusschere. Short jump shot from the lane is blocked away by Lou Alcindor. How about that big man? DeBusschere grabs the offensive rebound. He tries to lay it back up, and this time he gets it to go. That's what they call stick-to-itiveness by DeBusschere, who gets the first shot blocked, grabs the rebound, gets the putback. Knicks go back on top by 5. Milwaukee looks inside to Dandridge. His short jump shot's good. Under 8 to play in the third, the lead is 3. New York running the motion offense. Reed steps away, wants the ball in the corner. His jump shot is off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound is captured by Lou Alcindor. Robertson brings it back, swings it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin tries to get it into Alcindor, back to Robertson. McLaughlin from the perimeter shoots the fadeaway. That's no good. And out of bounds to New York. It has been a rough night for John McLaughlin. Only 2 points thus far deep into the third quarter. A couple of turnovers as well. Frazier has Reed open on the baseline. He doesn't like that matchup. Tries to get the ball over to Bradley on the wing. It goes back into Frazier. Frazier forces his way into the lane and gets the layup to go. That's 11 for Frazier, as he had to improvise on that play. Couldn't get the play call that he wanted from the point, but he managed to sneak into the lane and get that two-pointer for the Knicks. Bucks come back looking for Dandridge. His short jump shot inside over Bradley is good, and the lead remains at 3. 6:44 to play. Knicks back on offense. Reed on the baseline. Outside jump shot is good. That's 19 for Willis Reed now to lead the Knicks. Alcindor still leads all scorers with 22, and he's looking for the ball on the low post. He gets it. He steps around Reed and puts that one up and good. And we're back to a 3-point lead. This has been a very tightly played third quarter. Knicks clinging to that lead, but Milwaukee keeping it close. DeBusschere now has it on the baseline. Greg Smith is all over him. DeBusschere swings it back out to Frazier. Frazier again is going to spin his way into the basket. Collision with Alcindor. The layup is no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul called on Alcindor. Frazier continuing to make things happen for New York as he picks up foul number 3 on Lou Alcindor. Frazier is good with the first free throw. Second free throw for Frazier is good. Knicks go back on top by 5. Under 6 minutes now to play third quarter. Milwaukee wants Alcindor. Inside layup against Willis Reed is good. And that is 26 for Alcindor on the night. Back and forth we go. They get it inside to Reed. Working against Alcindor on the low block. Tries to get into the lane. Sees DeBusschere down low. Tries to get it down to DeBusschere on the post, but he threw that one away. And the ball goes back to Milwaukee. Here's Alcindor. Calling for it down low against Reed. Reed bodies him up. Short jump shot by Alcindor is around and out. Alcindor wants a call. Won't get one. As Frazier takes the rebound. And New York comes back on offense. Frazier takes the jump shot himself. It's no good. Alcindor grabs the rebound. Empty possession for Milwaukee, for New York. Milwaukee comes back with Robertson in transition. Sees an opening. Takes the jump shot and delivers. The lead is down to 1. 4:45 to play. New York looks to Bradley. Bradley back to Frazier. Frazier forces up another one, no good. And that ball goes out of bounds to the Bucks. Bucks with a chance to take the lead. The Bucks haven't led much in this game, but they've kept it close. McLaughlin wants it on the perimeter. Gets the pass from Robertson. Perimeter jump shot from McLaughlin is good. He finally gets one to go. And that gives Milwaukee the lead, 76-75, with 4 minutes and 17 seconds to play here in the third. New York comes back with Reed. Steps away. Shoots from the corner. And that shot is blocked. Couldn't get that one over Alcindor. DeBusschere grabs the rebound. Picks up the loose ball. His short jump shot's no good. Ball is on the floor. And Oscar Robertson comes out with it. Robertson has it in transition. Gets it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin back to Robertson. And Robertson's layup is blocked away by Willis Reed. Very nice defense by Willis Reed, getting back in transition and regaining the possession for New York. Reed wants it inside in transition. He's got Dandridge on his hip. He cannot get the jump shot to go. Reed gets his own rebound. Reed with the putback attempt from in close. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Robertson. Milwaukee has numbers in transition. Robertson gets it to Greg Smith on the wing. Smith's layup is no good. Frazier takes the rebound for New York, and back come the Knicks. Knicks dodged a bullet on that play. Reed wants it on the baseline. Tries to get it up over Alcindor, and this time he lost that one out of bounds. Knocked away by Alcindor. New York will keep possession. Here's Phil Jackson into the game for New York. Jackson scored once in the first half. Let's see if he can be a spark plug for the Knicks here in the second, as they now trail by 1 point with the basketball. They look inside to DeBusschere, now operating from the small forward position. His jump shot from in the lane is no good. Barnett grabs the offensive rebound and passes it back out. Jackson loose inside against the smaller McLaughlin. Posting up and gets that one off the glass and good. And that puts New York back on top now with three minutes to play in the third quarter. Clinton Park says, everybody watching, don't forget to put a tomahawk dunk on that like button. Thanks for the shout out, my man. As Milwaukee comes back, McLaughlin full of confidence now on the wing. Looks for another shot opportunity against Barnett. And it's tipped away and stolen by Jackson. Here comes New York in transition. They've got the numbers. They've got Frazier leading the break. Frazier gets it to Reed. Reed lays it up and good. That is 21 points for Willis Reed. And the Knicks are back on top by 3. That Milwaukee lead was very short-lived. Alcindor has it now on the baseline. He's being swarmed over by Reed. He can't do anything with it. He looks down low to Dandridge. Dandridge working against DeBusschere, who's a very solid inside defender. He can't get the shot to go. McLemore grabs the rebound. McLemore with the putback attempt rises up. That's off the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Jackson. That'll be a 2-shot foul for McCoy-McLemore with 2:23 to play in the third. McLemore steps to the line. The first shot is up and good. McLemore looking to hit the second. It's also good. And we're back to a 1-point game as this closely matched third quarter continues. Knicks with the basketball with Reardon. Looking inside to Reed. Reed's going to try to work on Alcindor with those 3 fouls. But he has it stolen by McLaughlin. McLaughlin reached in there on the help side defense, took that one away. And the Bucks will bring it back up slowly in the transition. They look down low to Alcindor. His short jump shot over Reed is good. And that puts Milwaukee back out on top. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Reardon. And this will be a 3-point play opportunity for Lou Alcindor. Alcindor already with 28 points on the night. And with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, Alcindor hits the free throw. And the Bucks have a 2-point lead. 29 now for Alcindor on the night. Still looking strong in there. Frazier has it on top for New York. Looking to penetrate. Steps around Oscar Robertson. Gets into the lane. Collides with McLaughlin. Reverse layup by Frazier is no good. But they're going to get McLaughlin for the foul. And that'll be 2 shots for Walt Frazier. Frazier is good with the first. Second shot for Frazier is up. No good, off the side of the rim. Rebound is fought for and bounces out of bounds, and that will be possession to Milwaukee. Phil Jackson claiming that that was off Alcindor. But the referees aren't going to listen to any nonsense from Phil Jackson. That comes later. Milwaukee on offense leading by 1. McLemore has it inside working against Phil Jackson. He wants to drop it off to McLemore in the lane, but it's poked away and stolen by Phil Jackson. Jackson is open inside in the transition. His layup is swatted away by McLemore. Nice elevation by McLemore. Frazier tracks the ball down, passes it back out. 8 on the shot clock. They get it to Mast inside. Mast kicks it back out on top looking for Frazier. Frazier passes it over to Reardon. Shot clock running down. Frazier tries to get inside and he walked with it. Mast probably should have taken that shot, but he was intimidated by Alcindor. And he could not pull the trigger, and that forces the team into a turnover. Milwaukee has possession, leading by 1 as we enter the final minute of play here in the third quarter. Alcindor forced outside, reposting down low, looking for the ball against Eddie Mast on the block. His short jump shot over Mast is tipped away by Phil Jackson, and that's no good. Allen grabs the offensive rebound. He passes it back out. They get it into Alcindor now down low. His short jump shot's good. That is 31 now for Alcindor and 7 rebounds. The Bucks have opened a 3-point lead, and believe it or not, that's their biggest lead of the game. Phil Jackson was just trying to help with the referee's zen. That's right, Clinton, and he was helping the referees with his zen throughout his entire coaching career. Nobody could bait the officials quite like Phil Jackson. 14 on the shot clock as Eddie Mast has it inside, working against Alcindor. Mast forces the shot up off of the pump fake. His shot is no good, but a foul is called on Jeff Webb, and that will be 2 shots for Eddie Mast. Mast not a good free throw shooter, but he was able to connect on a pair in the first half. He steps to the line here, and the first shot is no good. That was a brick. Second shot for Mast is good, and the Knicks cut the lead to 2. Bucks with the basketball now. 29 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. Alcindor is forced away from the basket. Freeman is operating inside against Cazzie Russell. They look inside to Freeman, and it's stolen by Russell. And that will give New York the opportunity for the final shot of the period. Frazier with the top of the key. Pick and roll with Jackson. He drives, he dishes to Russell. Russell with the jump shot, no good. And that is the end of the third period. So at the end of 3, it is a 2-point ball game. Bucks clinging to the lead. But Milwaukee with the 5-point advantage, 31-26 in that third quarter. Both teams still shooting the ball well. 54% for Milwaukee, 46% for New York. That fell off a bit in the third period, but is still way better than anything the Knicks have been able to accomplish thus far in the series. Reed has 21 for New York to lead the Knicks, although he's only 9 for 21 from the field as he battles Alcindor on the low post. DeBusschere 8 for 15, nice performance with 17 points, 10 rebounds. Frazier with 14 points, 5 assists. Dandridge is doing well, 13 points. Robertson with 12 and 6. But Alcindor is the big man inside, 31 points, 7 rebounds. And that brings us to what should be an exciting conclusion to this Game 4 of the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League Finals. Alcindor controls the jump for Milwaukee. When will they give Alcindor a chance to rest? New York starts the period with Frazier at the point, and the second unit accompanying him, Reardon and Russell, Jackson, and Mast. For Milwaukee, it is Alcindor out there with the second unit. Allen and Webb in the backcourt, Gary Freeman and McCoy McLemore in the front court. As Milwaukee controls the jump, Allen brings it into the front court and immediately looks inside to Alcindor. Alcindor loses it, gets it back. His layup over Eddie Mast is off the side of the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Mast, and that will be 2 shots for Alcindor. Alcindor missed the first. Trying to collect his thoughts now as he prepares for the second free throw, and it's good. 32 points now for Alcindor. The Bucks lead by 3. Frazier brings back the Knicks. Directing traffic. Finds Phil Jackson inside. Rooted on the low block. Jackson lays it up. Off the iron, no good. Gary Freeman takes the rebound for Milwaukee. And Milwaukee's going to bring it back up slowly. Allen with the basketball. Looking down low to Alcindor. Alcindor has it inside. His short jump shot is no good. Rebound is taken by Eddie Mast. Knicks have it in transition with Frazier. Frazier goes to the hole aggressively. Feeds it to Cazzie Russell, and Cazzie Russell lays it up and good. Very well run break by the Knicks, and they're back to within 1. Milwaukee pounding it to Alcindor inside. This time Eddie Mast kicks it away. Milwaukee retains possession. 11 on the shot clock. Freeman to inbound. Gets it to Allen. Allen back to Freeman on the low block. Working inside against Russell. Takes the short jump shot and he buries it. Bucks back on top by 3. Frazier brings the Knicks back. Gets it inside to Mast. Mast doesn't like the defense of Alcindor. Can he get it to Phil Jackson? Jackson guarded closely, but he gets the pass. It's laid up and in and out. I thought that was going to go down, but it rolls out and Jeff Webb takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Allen leads the Bucks back. There's only one guy they want in this situation. His name is Lou Alcindor, and Alcindor lays up another one. And the Bucks go on top by 5. Alcindor still looking strong, in spite of logging a lot of minutes here in the second half. Knicks need to make something happen, trailing by 5, their biggest deficit of the ball game. Cazzie Russell has it inside. He's looking for help. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson on the perimeter has to force one up as the shot clock expires. It's off the rim, no good. That's not his shot, but he is fouled on the play by McLemore. Referees bailed out Jackson on that possession, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Must have been the zen for Jackson on that play, as he got what looked like a very weak foul call. Jackson hits the first free throw, misses the second. Gary Freeman takes the rebound, and the Bucks have the basketball, leading by 4. Under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. Jeff Webb brings it up, sends it over to Allen. They swing it around to Alcindor inside. But now we've got a whistle and an injury on the play. Jeff Webb shaking that right hand. It looks like he might have done something to that ring finger on his right hand. And that's going to bring John McLaughlin back into the game for Milwaukee. 16 on the shot clock for Milwaukee, as Freeman is set to inbound. He gets it on top to Allen. They swing it around to Alcindor on the low block. Alcindor forced away from the basket by Eddie Mast with 7 on the shot clock. He tries to dump it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin on the fadeaway, no good. He had to force that one up as the shot clock was running down. Mike Reardon takes the rebound for New York, and the Knicks have the basketball. Chance to cut into the lead as Reardon brings it up. Sends it out to Frazier on top. Frazier pulls the trigger from the free throw line, and he buries it. Nice connection by Frazier, and the lead is down to 2. Allen working against Frazier. looking for a teammate. He finds Alcindor, but Mass forces him out onto the perimeter. Alcindor with the corner jump shot, no good. Rebound is loose and is taken away by Russell. Nice defense by Eddie Mass to force Alcindor off the low block and force him to put up a terrible shot opportunity. Bucks in transition with Frazier, but he's going to slow things down and set up the offense. Knicks looking to tie the game. Frazier directing traffic now, 5 on the shot clock as Russell gets it on the perimeter. Russell's going to put it up from 19 feet away, and it is tipped away, blocked, and deflected by Alcindor. Mass with the offensive rebound. He forces up the putback. The shot clock's running down, and Mass gets that one to fall. What a play by Eddie Mast. He grabbed that offensive rebound on the loose ball and got it through before the shot clock expired. And we are tied at 88. So got some activity in the chat room. Clinton Parks, I'm listening to you and doing a baseball game from 1970. Totally cool. Shows our ages, though, and how we think about sports these days. Phil Jackson, the starters really were Bradley and the baseball pitcher. That's correct. Dave DeBusschere did some time in Major League Baseball as a pitcher in the Chicago White Sox organization. And yeah, Sean is correct. I am going to try and watch the Steelers and the Patriots tonight. So I wanted to get this game in before the football game. I'm not the type of guy who can watch 12 hours of football on a Sunday. I pick one game and pay attention to that. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, my true love in football is my Ohio State Buckeyes. So I got to see them yesterday with their glorious smackdown that they laid on the Cincinnati Bearcats. 11-2 last year were the Bearcats under Coach Luke Fickell, the former Buckeye. And that was a well-hyped game in Columbus, and the Bucks just came out and overwhelmed a very, very good Cincinnati Bearcats team. So, back to basketball. 1970, 71 playoffs. Milwaukee with the basketball in a tie ball game. Lucius Allen running the point. Swings it over on the wing to McLaughlin. And McLaughlin is fouled by Jackson as he tried to go to the hole. And that will be a 2-shot foul. McLaughlin, very good free throw shooter. He hits the first. Only 5 points for McLaughlin tonight as the Knicks come back in with their first unit. Barnett and Bradley, DeBusschere and Reed back into the ball game. They will probably rest Frazier before the quarter's out. McLaughlin good on both free throws, and that puts the Bucks back up by 2. 90-88 as Frazier brings back the Knicks. Swings it around to Bradley. Bradley from the outside guarded by Freeman. Stops and pops. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is kicked around out of bounds. And that will be Milwaukee basketball. And here comes Bob Boozer into the game. Alcindor goes out of the game with 8 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the fourth. And the Bucks leading by 2. Robertson is back in. He's going to play the shooting guard position with Lucius Allen running the point. Freeman and McLemore and Boozer in the front court. So unusual strategy by Milwaukee. They were able to get back into the game with Alcindor on the court, but now it's the second unit against the first unit of the Knicks. And we'll see if Milwaukee can generate some offense with this configuration. They get it to McLemore on the wing. McLemore is looking down low to Boozer. Boozer has the mismatch with Bradley on him. Boozer's short jump shot is up and good, and the Bucks lead by 4. Back come the Knicks, facing a 4-point deficit. Under 8 to play in this ball game, and possibly in the season. They find Reed on the baseline. Reed takes the outside jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Gary Freeman for Milwaukee. Freeman wants it on the block. He's got a mismatch, he thinks, against Barnett. They dish it off to McLemore. McLemore puts the shot up, no good. Frazier grabs the rebound. Knicks still trail by 4 as Frazier brings it up. They get it to Bradley on the wing. Bradley has room to operate against Boozer. His jump shot from the key is no good. They needed that one. Freeman grabs the rebound for Milwaukee. That's 6 rebounds off the bench for Gary Freeman. He's having a nice performance. Allen brings the ball up, swings it over to Robertson on the perimeter. Robertson with the outside jump shot is good. And that puts the Bucks up by 6. That is the biggest lead for Milwaukee as they take control here in the 4th. Attempt to take control. Frazier brings it up. Dials up Reed on the low block. Has it in the paint. Short jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Boozer. Missed opportunity for New York. Allen brings it into the front court. Milwaukee wants to stretch the lead. They get it to Robertson on the perimeter. Comes off the screen, has Reed on him. Reed's knocked to the floor. There's a whistle on the play, and that is going to be a foul called on DeBusschere as he grabbed Robertson coming off the screen. That foul is on the floor, so it's just one shot for Robertson as he attempts to give his team a 7-point lead. Robertson hits the free throw, and the Bucks now lead 95-88. Mike Reardon now running the point for New York as they change up some personnel. They've got their whole second unit out there now. Cassie Russell has room on the perimeter. Robertson's all over him. They're going to look inside to Dave Smallworth. Stallworth inside with the layup. It's around the rim and out. But he is fouled on the play by Lucius Allen, and that'll be a 2-shot foul for Stallworth. Stallworth steps to the line and delivers the first. Nice looking stroke by Stallworth on that first free throw. Stallworth hits them both, and that cuts the lead to 5. Under 6 minutes to play now in the ball game. Boozer on the post. Has space to operate against Eddie Mast on the wing. Boozer with another jump shot from the corner. That's good. And the Bucks now lead by 7. Milwaukee coming up large down the stretch. What can the Bucks do? They get it inside to Stallworth. Stallworth down low, posts up against McLemore. Shoots from in close. It's off the rim, no good. Eddie Mast grabs the offensive rebound. Mast tries for the putback. Off the back iron, no good. Lucius Allen comes in for the rebound for Milwaukee. And the Bucks once again look to extend this lead. They like Dandridge inside. He gets the ball from McLemore. His short rainbow shot is nothing but net. That's 15 for Dandridge. And the Bucks now lead by 9. As the air is starting to be sucked out of Madison Square Garden. Sean DeMarco is miserable in the chat room as he's reminiscing about the Patrick Ewing era, which led him to become a T-Wolves fan, which has not improved his situation. New York, in desperation, looks inside to Stallworth. Stallworth walks. Back comes the starting 5 for New York. Back comes Robertson and Alcindor for Milwaukee. It's going to be the starting units for both squads for the last 5 minutes of this one, and potentially the last 5 minutes of the season. Milwaukee with the basketball. They look inside to Dandridge. Very reliable on the inside. Puts one up from close range, no good. Rebound goes to DeBusschere. New York runs it back in transition. Barnett ahead to Frazier. Frazier walks with it. Knicks trying to force the action and turn the ball over. Milwaukee now taking their time. Robertson back on the post. He calls his own number, shoots a jump shot, and good. Frazier gave him space, and Robertson buried it. And for the first time in the game, the Bucks have a double-digit lead, 101-90, 4.5 minutes to play. New York's got to do something in a hurry. They look inside to DeBusschere. They can't find him. They get it to Barnett instead from the perimeter. Barnett hits the baseline jump shot, and that cuts the lead to 9. New York needs a stop. Bucks force it into Alcindor. He's tough in the clutch, but he misses that jump shot. Dandridge takes the offensive rebound. Dandridge on the putback, rises up and scores. Clutch play by Bobby Dandridge. And the Bucks go back on top by double digits. Frazier now forcing the action. Drives to the basket. Dandridge cuts him off. Frazier stops and pops and it drops. Knicks trail by 9. Can they get the stop? Milwaukee wants it in the hands of Lou Alcindor. Can they find him? Robertson over to Smith. Smith to Robertson. They get it to Alcindor inside. His short jump shot is good, and he's fouled on the play by Reed. Another clutch basket by Lou Alcindor. He's got 36 on the night. Looking to make it 37. And he nails the free throw, and the Bucks go up by 12. What a stellar performance in the fourth quarter by Milwaukee. Alcindor's been outstanding. Bobby Dandridge has come up large. Oscar Robertson, 17.6 assists. It's no wonder this team dominated the Epic Basketball League as they dominated the NBA in the 1970-71 season. Knicks in desperation. Throw it over to Bradley, back to Frazier. Frazier down to Reed. Reed's short jump shot is no good. DeBusschere grabs the rebound. DeBusschere with the putback attempt, but he has the ball stolen by McLaughlin. The wheels have fallen off for the Knicks here in the fourth quarter as Milwaukee looks to put an end to a glorious championship run. Alcindor inside. Has that one knocked away by Reed out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep possession. McLemore to inbound. They get it to Robertson out on top, working against Frazier. 1 second on the shot clock. Robertson has to pull the trigger, but he cannot get the shot off as the shot clock expires. New York got the stop they needed, but it cost them 24 seconds of precious clock time, and they still trail by double digits as we enter the final 3 minutes of action here in Madison Square Garden. Frazier down the lane, lays it up and good. That cuts the lead to 10, but Milwaukee is in clock burning mode now. Robertson has it on top. Still dribbling some time away. 7 on the shot clock. They look down to the post to Alcindor. Turnaround jump shot is no good. Rebound is taken by Dandridge, and Dandridge is going to pass it out for another 24 seconds. And that hurts. As by the time the Bucks pull the trigger this time, the game clock will be under 2 minutes. 16 on the shot clock. Robertson and McLaughlin passing it back and forth on the perimeter. With 6 on the shot clock, they go inside to Alcindor. Alcindor in the lane with the sky hook, and that is good. That is 39 for Lou Alcindor. The lead is back to 12 with 1:52 to play here in the fourth. What a glorious night for the Milwaukee Bucks as they have come into Madison Square Garden in the fourth quarter and just taken over this game from the Knicks. Frazier on the wing, zips it outside to Barnett. Barnett with the quick jump shot, it's good. That cuts the lead to 10, but that's too little and too late as Milwaukee is content to dribble away the clock. McLaughlin has it on the perimeter. Dribble, dribble, dribble. 14 on the shot clock. They look inside to Alcindor. Can he make it a 40-point night? No. We've got a whistle and a foul as McLaughlin is grabbed. And McLaughlin is going to have 3 to make 2 now as the Bucks are in the bonus. McLaughlin hits the first, prolonging the agony for the fans here in Madison Square Garden. McLaughlin hits the second, and it is once again a 12-point lead for the Bucks as we enter the final minute and a half of the game. New York swings it to Bradley. Bradley from the perimeter. Can he pull the trigger? His corner jump shot over Dandridge is up and good. That cuts the lead to 10 with 1:12 to play. Milwaukee's burning some clock. 16 on the shot clock. McLaughlin dribbling it out on the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock. They dump it into Alcindor. He's grabbed and fouled by Bradley. That'll be 2 shots for Lou Alcindor. His first is up and good, and that is 40 points on the night for Lou Alcindor. The lead is 11 with 1:01 to play. Second shot by Alcindor is off the iron, no good. Bradley takes the rebound. New York rushing it back up the court. Frazier calls his own number from the top of the key. Drives it to the basket. Boozer cuts him off. Frazier misses the short jump shot. Rebound is taken by Alcindor. 48 seconds to play. Time ticking away on the New York Knicks season. Milwaukee burns clock. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They swing it to McLaughlin on the perimeter. McLaughlin throws one up at the basket and then tosses it into the stands. Knicks basketball. 25 seconds to play as they look inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere lays it up in the paint. It rolls around the rim and falls off no good. Boozer takes the rebound, and that's going to be it. Milwaukee can just dribble out the clock from here. Although I'm going to be careful here because I tried to dribble out the clock last night, or Friday night, and that caused the game to freeze up on me. I got that runtime error, and for some reason I could not resuscitate that file. So instead of holding the ball, we're just going to let this one play out. And see if we can't get this down to the end of the game. They dump it into Alcindor down low. Can he get the shot clock off? Or can he get the shot off before the end of the game? He puts the jump shot up at the buzzer, no good. But that is your ball game. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your season, and there is our runtime error once again. I don't know what the problem is with this software, but that's 2 games in a row that after the final buzzer, we've had that runtime error. But fans, it has been a great season. Thank you all for checking out the Epic Basketball League 1970-71. Your winners and league champions with a final record of 30-2, Lou Alcindor and the Milwaukee Bucks. Alcindor is your finals MVP with 40 points and 8 rebounds here tonight as the Bucks just took over the fourth quarter and put the Knicks out of their misery with a finals sweep. Thank you all for joining us here for the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League season. That's our stream, and I am out of here. Thanks to Sean DeMarco, Clinton Parks for joining us in the chat room, and everybody else who joined us here throughout the season. I'm going to take a little break from NBA for a few weeks while I do a History Maker baseball tournament. But sometime this fall, I will be back with the 1971-72 basketball season. And thank you all for joining us once again. And enjoy the football game tonight. And that's our stream.